Hello and welcome back to me. I thought, since it's officially the end of the Formula One season of 2025, and it was kind of mad, we would do something fun to commemorate. So, I have found loads and loads of memes that friends have sent to me, that I found on Tumblr, Instagram, Reddit, and I thought we'd do a little tier list and have a look at the memes of the season. Shout out to my friend for helping me come up with these names for the tier list, because, you know, the classic S, A, B, C, D, E tier is kind of boring. So I decided to instead do quotes from driver radios from this season. We have 6 tiers. They are more or less self-explanatory. First, for the top tier memes, we have "I am the hero of race," which was said by Fernando Alonso. Don't really remember what he did, but I'm sure it was great if he said it, so I trust the man. Add that to the words of wisdom is the ones that are just like very accurate. We have "must be the water," which is kind of obvious stuff. Add that to the words of wisdom, and "must be the water" were both from the same interaction. Add that to the words of wisdom was said by Charles Leclerc right after his race engineer said "must be the water" in a response to why his seat was wet. It's the really obvious memes where you're just like, yeah, that was kind of low-hanging fruit. Next we have "honestly, you guys make no sense." This was said by Alex Albon to the Williams pit wall because they were making no sense. I think my alternative title for this was "papaya rules." Kind of facepalm, like what's this? We have "if you talk to me every lap, I will disconnect the radio," which was said by Fernando Alonso again, because he did not appreciate the amount of communication he was getting from his pit wall. That's just kind of annoying. Like, that's just your run-of-the-mill, like, this is stupid. I'm sorry, the dog demands pets and she demands them now. And for the last one, we have "have a tea break while you're at it," which was said by Lewis Hamilton when he was asking for strategy, I believe. And he was just not getting answers fast enough. My alternative title for this tier was "Ferrari strategy derogatory," and it's basically just anything that kind of makes me want to cry. Yeah, those are the tiers, and without further ado, let's get going. And our first meme is this one. These are so tiny. I do not remember my keyboard shortcuts. Does that? Ooh, that's huge. So you have Max saying, "I never thought I'd be driving side by side with a McLaren." Oscar saying, "What about driving side by side with a McLaren hater?" And then Max saying, I could do that. I feel like that's slightly low-hanging fruit, but I don't know if I want to say that for like the first meme. For now, I'm going to put it into "if you talk to me every lap, I'll disconnect the radio." We have Antonelli after overtaking Max on track. "The future is now, old man." I don't remember which race this was. I do find that very funny. You know what? Maybe this is going to be just like me really enjoying all of my memes. Whatever is going on, "I'm the hero of race." Detective Max pointing out that Lando is over his box, over the team radio. Kind of petty, but also very funny. I'll say "must be the water." I don't know if my ranking makes any sense. I'm sorry. Max in P20 and Bortoletto in P19 on lap 17. I'm gonna say low-hanging fruit. Actually, I'm gonna bump Detective Max up to add that to the words of wisdom, because I think it's just very true. He's just spying on the other drivers. Oh, we have Ferrari with 382 points saying, "You always act like you're better than me," and Piastri, Verstappen, and Norris with their points from Qatar, so 392, 396, and 408 respectively, staring at Ferrari. I think we all know where that's going. I want to cry. Most of the Ferrari memes are probably going to go in that tier. I'm going to be so real. "I can't believe he didn't cry during Titanic. Do men even have feelings?" Oh, it's Isaac Hadjar when he DNS'd during the Australian Grand Prix, first race of the season. Anthony Hamilton, Lewis Hamilton's dad, came to comfort him. Let's go and have a tea break while you're at it. Lewis Hamilton as Batman, I think. Looking at a picture of him with Bono. I always found them really charming together, but I'm going to put that in "must be the water." That's also quite low-hanging fruit. Alex Albon being the first Williams driver in 10 plus years to lead a Grand Prix. It's nice. It would be funny to put it in "honestly, you guys make no sense," just because that's Alex Albon's quote. You know what? I'll do it. Does that make any sense? No, don't question me. I'll put myself in that tier too. If anyone's familiar with the with King Henry VIII. He had 6 different wives, and there's a rhyme: divorced, beheaded, died, divorced, beheaded, survived, to remember them all by. And we have it with Red Bull drivers, or I guess Red Bull Max teammates. And we have Yuki as the wife who survived. In light of him being relegated to a test and reserve driver, I'm gonna put that in to have a tea break while you're at it, because that makes me cry. Poor Yuki. This is getting worse. Gentlemen, it is with great pleasure that I inform you Yuki is fast. I feel like that might have been Japanese Grand Prix. That also makes me cry. All of the Yuki ones are also gonna go in that tier. We have Russell between Piastri and Norris on the timing table, and we have the Russell T-pose meme standing between Norris and Piastri. I have to say, I find the T-pose meme kind of annoying, so it's going in "if you talk to me every lap, I'll disconnect the radio." When I'm in a cringe fest competition and my opponent is Miami GP. I feel like it's been so long that I've kind of forgotten if I hated everything about it. I'll put it in to add that to the words of wisdom. You know what? Hating on Maine, I guess. George Russell before a race, he will do nothing and get a podium. I'm gonna put that into "if you talk to me every lap, I'll disconnect the radio" as well, because it's annoying. As a Ferrari fan whose drivers have been going through it this season, we have another one. Does nothing P3. Same thing, really. How George be looking at Alex before he makes him pay the dinner bill. I love the fact that it's an Isaac Hatcher picture that they put it on top of. And I feel like that's probably exactly the face George was making, so I'm gonna put that here. Nico Hülkenberg walking into a recording studio every season to film for a race winner animation. And it's the sad SpongeBob meme. Listen, he got P3 this season. Huge for him. First podium. That was so good. That was so good. Like, just because he has been in F1 for so long and he's never won a race, I'm gonna put it into "I have a tea break while you're at it." We have Ocon and Behrman doing synchronized swimming. This was during the British GP, I think, where it was really wet. Add that to the words of wisdom. Again, to say that this is definitely biased. McLaren 1-2 start, and then we have Charles Leclerc in his banana costume coming through and knocking that off the track. I'm gonna give that "I'm the hero of race," because I enjoy that. Corporate needs to find the difference between these two pictures. It's the Ferrari pit wall and the McLaren pit wall. That's the same picture. I'm not a huge McLaren fan, so I find that quite funny. I am also a Ferrari fan, but I kind of have made peace with the fact that Ferrari 9 out of 10 times can't do a strategy to save their life. So I'll put it in add that to the words of wisdom. I think that was for the Qatar Grand Prix, where they didn't pit either of the drivers and just kind of ruined their race. Sainz, every time he gets an opportunity to flex on Ferrari. Listen, I'm happy for him that he's had such success with Williams this past season. That's so good for him. I am, however, a Ferrari fan first, so that's going into the crying tier. Ocon has a female race engineer in someone's comments, and then someone responding because he's tapping her. Well, obviously, this is not my personal feed that I would see something like that in. Someone responding, Laura Miller should be allowed to run men over with an F1 car. I agree. Just for the first bit, I'm going to put that into honestly, you make no sense. Come on. Grow up. This is the general Monaco hate, I guess. Le Mans and the Indy 500 as the big hulking dog. I feel like I've never said that out loud. And then Monaco GP as like a kind of pitiful little crying small dog, I guess. I'm gonna put that into honestly, you guys make no sense, just because I don't think it's that bad. It's just like, you know, qualifying is everything. It stopped recording and then something doesn't allow me to continue recording. Let's go faster, I suppose. Ferrari fans, and it's a Tumblr post saying, "Fuck, that's my circus. Are those? Yep, those are my monkeys. God damn it." I will put that into, add that to the words of wisdom, because that is what it feels like to be a Ferrari fan. Verstappen, plus 10 seconds. This was when he ran into George, kind of on purpose perhaps, in Barcelona. And it's a bumper sticker saying, "Do not honk at me, my life is worthless and I will kill us both." That's really funny. I enjoy that a lot. So it's about Ollie getting to P4, which was Mexico? Austin? Not sure, but it's what is a polar bear doing in Arlington, Virginia. I enjoy that. That's a good meme. Oh, this is premium material for honestly, you guys make no sense. Actually, I don't know why I thought I wouldn't fill anything in. My car is fucked. I cannot control the speed in the pit lane. Get a penalty and I'm forced to go through the pit lane. This was Sainz when he had issues with his pit lane limiter, speed limiter thing, and he got a drive-through penalty for speeding in the pit lane. He had to do the drive-through penalty where he once again, he had to kind of speed in the pit lane by accident. So yeah, honestly, you guys make no sense, and by that I don't mean the meme, I mean the FIA on that one. Again, this is super inconsistent, but it's fine. Piastri first half, Piastri second half. Don't know what race that relates to. I feel like that meme is kind of an obvious one. I might have other versions of it in here as well. I'm gonna put that into must be the water. Ferrari, okay, I'm a fight. Oracle Red Bull Racing. Damn, RB got hands. Racing Bulls got hands. I forgot which race that is. I like that. I mean, I don't like it from the perspective of a Ferrari fan. I do find that meme format quite funny. We have the Ferrari drivers looking at signs in P3 in Qatar. That is going in. Have a tea break while you're at it, because once again, I'm crying. This is from Abu Dhabi. Max Verstappen as a stick figure poking Charles Leclerc. Come on, do something. Obviously, if Charles would have overtaken Lando, then Lando would have been P4, gotten 3 points less, and Max would have won the championship. However, it didn't happen. I was really hoping, because I was also one of those Ferrari fans who wanted Max to win. Mostly because I disliked how McLaren tried to manage this championship. It just kind of pissed me off. For that, add that to the words of wisdom. But God, I wish it would have worked. Another one about Carlos. I do like this meme format. It's quite funny. Carlos on the podium celebrating the shit out of his third place. Listen, at this point I've seen too many memes about it. It's going into, if you talk to me every lap, I'll disconnect the radio, because this is the third meme. I know I'm responsible for the selection. That's what we're talking about. Tires degrading. Just say no. Your tires legally cannot degrade without your consent. I think we have a second one of those in here somewhere. From Hamilton on the hards. I don't remember which Grand Prix this was, but I do like that meme. I do like that meme format. So Hamilton and Lawson having a strong, muscly high five, bro handshake, if you will. Getting the full team experience in 2 races. That's just sad. Like, I've obviously felt really sorry for Hamilton. I also feel very sorry for Lawson. That was entirely unnecessary to put him in for 2 races and then be like, no, actually, it's so bad. Goodbye. Enjoy Racing Bulls, which I think he did actually, but that was just unnecessary because it did both Lawson and Tsunoda dirty. Russell in P5 waiting for some usual mishap ahead so he can get his free podium. I like that. I like that meme, and it's very accurate. What the hell is this? For the livery, I think this is in Miami, the Ferrari livery with the big HP logo in the back. Yeah, it's ugly. It is. It is ugly. I'll put it into the obvious one because everybody was dunking on it. Gally's not that funny. And Ryanair, is this fake? We have Ryanair saying, told that this will be Ferrari's year. That's making me cry. Cool. Hulkenberg doing a P20 to P9. Watching Bortoleto get driver of the day for finishing P8 his quali result. That's pretty funny. I'm going to put in, honestly, you guys make no sense. I get the meme, but genuinely I don't think he feels that way. Ferrari, you're being pitted. Please do not resist. For Lewis. While that also kind of makes me want to cry, I'm going to put it into I'm the hero of race because it's a funny meme. That made me chuckle when I saw it first. You beat Lewis in equal machinery. I beat Lewis in a wheelie bin. We are not the same. I'm gonna put it in must be the water because like he did a fantastic job, but it is low-hanging fruit on that one. Charles meeting with the engineers. I just want to talk to him. See, I feel like he should be doing that, but I don't know that he is. I'm gonna put it into I'm the hero of race, and that's entirely because the Charles Leclerc face pasted into the red Teletubby is really funny. So that's where it's going. Give both McLarens a gun. I enjoy that. Add that to the words of wisdom, because having that as the words of wisdom is also very funny. Max Verstappen taking off his number 1 and putting on the number 33. It is fresh. I don't think he minds as much as everybody else does. I'm going to put it into if you talk to me every lap, I will disconnect the radio, purely because I saw this meme way before the championship was ever decided, and it just annoyed me. 0 podiums, no drivable car, 7 or photo shoots. It's making me annoyed, so this is also going in if you talk to me every lap, I will disconnect the radio. Ollie Bem in Chinese Grand Prix experience. How do I play him getting a bunch of kills? Don't worry guys, I've figured it out. That is going into I'm the hero of race, because that was really fun. I enjoyed that for him. The Chow, I think that was in that Grand Prix, was very funny. Very cocky, but he did a good job, so. Lance Stroll and Max Verstappen scoring every single World Constructors Championship point for your team. It's true, but I don't like it. Alonso had a rough start to the season. That was just sad. I'm putting it in a have a tea break while I'm at it. This is a good meme, purely because they photoshopped the wonky horse into the Ferrari logo. Saturday doing amazing, and then Sunday is just whack. It's going in to add that to the words of wisdom. Nurse, sir, you've been in a coma since 1997. Oh boy, I can't wait to see Williams ahead of Ferrari in the Constructors' standings. That is going into have a tea break while you're at it. I'm gonna cry. They listen and they judge. So this is not race related, really, but it is very accurate. So it's going in to add that to the words of wisdom. Car for sale. Name RB21. Type shitbox. Notes. No pace, hard to drive, doesn't turn. I like that. I like that meme. That's funny. And the fact that they photoshopped Max Verstappen's head on top of that corporate person, very funny. Nothing, just Oscar Piastri in countries with questionable human rights, and it's Michael Schumacher winning a race. That was the beginning of the season, and it was kind of noticeable. I'm going to add that to the words of wisdom, because it was accurate at the time. We have Max Verstappen standing between the entire grid and McLaren lapping everyone. Yeah, that's accurate. I'm the hero of race. Because he was the hero of race with that. The overtaking Max Verstappen experience. Piastri having a chill time and Norris screaming. That's going into I'm the hero of race. Because Norris's face in that is so good. That's so funny. Ferrari making special race suits. Ferrari making the car. It's going to have a T-break while he at it. Okay, I'm going to fight the front runners. Oh, it's Charles Leclerc. Damn, safety car got hands. No, I'm gonna cry. Tires degrading. Just say no, your tires leak cannot degrade without your consent. I do like that meme. The fact that I've seen it the second time, I'm gonna put into if you talk to me every lap, I'll disconnect the radio. It's Gru with Pierre Gasly's face saying in terms of tires and brakes, we have none. This was Monaco, I think. That is funny and I like that meme format. So it's going into I am the hero of race. Every driver's radio today, where are my blue flags, man? Bit obvious. It's funny-ish, but it's going, it must be the water. Scenes in the last 15 laps. It's it's the burning house, which is Lando Norris and Charles Leclerc fighting in the Monaco Grand Prix. And then Max Verstappen being the cheeky girl, smiling about it, because he was pushing Norris back into Charles. That's good. That's going into hero of race. Another polar bear in Arlington, Texas. Did I say Virginia? Is there an Arlington in Virginia? I don't know US states, and I don't care to learn. Seeing both racing balls, both Williams and Ocon in the points. Like, what's a polar bear doing in Arlington, Texas? Just because we've seen it already, I'm going to put it into, if you talk to me every lap, I'll disconnect the radio. I know it's my fault, I put 2 of these in. Oh, it's Russell saying, I'll cut the corner and gain a position. I'll take the 5-second penalty and pull a gap. You get a drive-through penalty. You get a drive-through penalty. This is very true. This is going into, add that to the words of wisdom. He shouldn't have said anything. He should have been like, oh no, so sad. I cut the corner by accident. Oops. And then gotten the penalty instead of saying it on the radio. Purposefully breaking the rules is different. You know, like admitting to it. It makes sense that they couldn't just be like, yeah, we'll do exactly what he said we would do. Monaco with 1 stop, Monaco with 2 stops. It's just a more complicated way of whacking yourself in the face with it. Yeah, add that to the words of wisdom. Me watching Verstappen ram Russell while Hülkenberg overtakes Hamilton and Alonso, finally scoring points all in the final lap. This is true. Cinema. Yeah, this is exactly what it was like. Oh, we have another one of these. Hamilton in a Ferrari, Hülkenberg in a tractor. Because we have the meme before and because, again, I'm happy for Hülkenberg. I'm sad for Hamilton. If you talk to me every lap, I'll disconnect the radio. Lap 1 is chaos. Lap 2 to 59 is very boring. Lap 60 to 66 is interesting. Was this Saudi Arabia? I don't remember. That's fine. Add that to the words of wisdom. Williams in Spain. James Vowles, the team principal of Williams, saying, in terms of front wings, we have no front wings. Listen, this meme I can see multiple times. That's funny. That's going into I'm the hero of race. If I had a nickel for every time a 4-time World Drivers' Champion or deliberately crashed into Mercedes, I'd have 2 nickels, which isn't a lot, but it's weird it's happened twice. I'm going to say must be the water, because it's a kind of like an obvious one. We have Max when he gets questioned about his racing antics in F1. I sleep, and Max when someone questions his Nürburgring lap record, we have real shit. I do think that's accurate. Fake Max Verstappen tweet. I understand that without my agreement, Red Bull Racing have put out a press release late this afternoon that I said that the move on George Russell was right and shouldn't have happened. This is wrong and I have not apologized for the collision. I will get a race ban this year. The meme is that this is kind of along the lines of the tweet that Oscar Piastri sent out regarding him being signed for Alpine when he then later went to McLaren. I do like that format and just the idea of Max Verstappen openly saying he will get a race ban. It's giving George Russell a Monaco. I don't think he actually would say that, but I do like that. So it's going in hero of race. Lando Norris saying, is this a gap about half a car width of grass? I enjoy. Oscar watching Lando bottle it again. I enjoy this meme purely because the picture they've chosen of Oscar to edit into this is so funny. So I'm putting it into hero of race just for the composition. Average Ferrari weekend in 2025. Starting grid for Charles P149 and for Lewis P7. And then end of the race is Charles P6 and Lewis P7. Don't make me cry again. Have a T-break while you're at it. We are 5 centimeters away from a Ferrari 1-2. Yeah, I'm not going to put that into cry because it's actually not their fault that didn't happen. So I'll put it into, add that to the words of wisdom. No, actually, I'll put it into I'm the hero of race. It would have been funny. This scene's at turn 1 if it was George and not Kimi when Max Verstappen was taken out by Kimi in the Austrian Grand Prix. And it's one driver punching another. I feel like this is kind of accurate, so I'll put that into add that to the words of wisdom. The two Sauber's fighting in the top 10, and it's just two wheelie bins, and in the video is them driving along the road because it's like water rushing down the road and they're just like kind of being dragged along. I enjoy that. Must be the water. I don't have a favorite child. I love them all the same, and it's Max Verstappen in a big frame, and then Kimi Antonelli in the small frame, and then George Russell, and is it Mick Schumacher in the small picture? I can't see. I feel like the whole thing was a bit blown out of proportion, and in hindsight it kind of annoys me, so I'll put it into if you talk to me every lap, I'll disconnect the radio. Hülkenberg podium being protected by the Gasly defense. That's fair. Add that to the words of wisdom. Race leaders, when there's a safety car and Verstappen behind them, I brake now, good luck Max. I didn't realize it happened multiple times, or maybe I just forgot about it. The wording of it makes me laugh. That's going into a hero of race. When you brake check him and he career checks you, and like it's an edited George Russell picture and with him looking sad. I'm sorry, that's funny. The concept, funny. That's funny. Have Belgian citizenship, and we have Stroll, Verstappen, and Norris, and racing under the Belgian flag. It's true. Don't know what Belgium has done to them. Okay, I'm a fight for 8th World Drivers' Championship title. Damn, Bortoletto got hands. Good for Bortoletto, I guess. Add that to the words of wisdom. Why not? Charles and Lando on the grass, and it's Tom and Jerry looking sad and dejected. I feel like this is exactly what they looked like when they both DNF'd in Zandvoort, so add that to the words of wisdom. These are the funny ones. Charles Leclerc VIP seat. It's funny, but it's also making me sad, so I'll put it into have a tea break while I have it anyway. Verstappen's strategist is Hannah Schmitz. Russell's strategist is... I don't know who that is. His strategist, presumably. And Piastri's strategist, Lando Norris. This is when they asked Norris about what he preferred for himself and Oscar, I believe. It's a bit obvious, so I'll put it into must be the water. George Russell, Max Verstappen, and not Oscar. That's also a bit obvious. Must be the water. TV director when there's a battle on the track. TV director when a female steps foot in the garage. I hate the use of the word female. Must be the water. It's an obvious one, but also true, unfortunately. No, actually it's going in. Honestly, you guys make no sense. Lando Norris according to Kimi Antonelli. That makes me chuckle. I'm the hero of race. Show gaps, show driver names, timing tower. Annoying. I'll put that into you guys make no sense. It makes no sense to not show me the actual times everybody had in quali. That happened in Abu Dhabi, and it was pissing me off so much. I want to see how screwed we are. Gasly and Max fighting for P7. You should not be here. And Pierre saying neither should you. Accurate. Add that to the words of wisdom. Now this one. Obviously, very annoying that Charles got DNF'd by Piastri bouncing Antonelli into him, but the meme's funny, so I will let it pass. It's going into hero of race. McLaren strategy, Mercedes strategy, and then we have Hannah clobbering them. Yeah, I mean, queen shit. Hero of specifically Red Bull and Max Verstappen's race. Lando P1, Max P3, and Max kind of coming up behind him with do-do-do-do. Are you kidding me? It's an obvious one. Must be the water. This is where we come to cry, and it's Charles and Lewis showing Oscar their crying cave. Have a tea break while you're at it. Don't let anyone ruin your day. It's your day. Ruin it yourself by supporting Scuderia Ferrari. Have a tea break while you're at it. Norris Piastri Verstappen title decider last DRS race, and the DRS looks looking sad. It's kind of sad. Tsunoda when he has to race for his own future. Tsunoda when Verstappen needs his help for the championship. I like Avatar The Last Airbender a lot. It makes me a bit sad, but add that to the words of wisdom. Red Bull second seat curse. Just say no. Mark Webber legally cannot curse your seat without your consent. It's a funny meme, but it makes me sad in hindsight. We have Max win Kimi. Oh dear, gorgeous. Max win Russell. You fucking donkey. That's going into hero of race. Stop, he's already dead, and it's the FIA beating up Ocon. It is true, and it's also very funny. I mean, not for him, but I guess for me. It's just a picture of Lando Norris with Charles Leclerc and Carlos Sainz behind him, and it makes it look like he has an angel and a devil on his shoulders. It's going in, I'm the hero of race, because that's a good meme. Very observant. It's Charles Leclerc saying, it's my home Grand Prix this weekend, and half the grid saying, our home Grand Prix. Truer words have never been spoken, have they? Add that to the words of wisdom. Poor Charles Leclerc. Can't have anything nice for himself. Max, hey Toto, I would like to join Mercedes. Toto dropping George in the harbour. Listen, I know I've already said it's a bit overdone for me, but unfortunately, the child is being dropped. The face is so good. It's going into hero of race. Who invited my man Blood? And it's Behrman in between Red Bull, McLaren, Ferrari, and Mercedes. The meme itself, I am a bit confused by, but good for Behrman. I'm gonna give it must be the water. We have a picture of Charles Leclerc edited into a horse-related movie. It's The Horse Whisperer. That would make a lot more sense, wouldn't it? And we have the shitbox whisperer. Strikes again. That's going in to have a tea break while you at it. I want to cry. Breaking. Kimi Antonelli to lose Italian citizenship for his collision with Charles in Zandvoort. I find the idea of him losing his citizenship or DNFing a Ferrari driver very funny. So it's going into I'm the hero of race. Ferrari fans when the team known for flopping flops again. Have a tea break while you're at it, I guess. Race strategy. Verstappen, Piastri doing everything, and then Charles Leclerc just fuck it, we ball. You know what? Rare Ferrari W. I'll take it. Add that to the words of wisdom. I want a 5-second penalty, and I want it now. Is that for Monaco as well? I can hear him say that, and just for that fact, it's going into add that to the words of wisdom. Red Bull with 13 points in last 2 races combined. Hadjar with 14 points in last 2 races. I'm so happy with Isaac's performance this year. Good for him. I remember that happening at the beginning of the season. Good, true. I'm the hero of race. Ferrari having a terrible car and a terrible time and still somehow being in P2. That was a while ago. Then I ended up in P4 and that makes me sad. So it's going in to have a tea break while you're at it. Orange car with Mercedes power unit. Mercedes car with orange power unit. Oh, I love this. It's so good. Amazing. Oh, this is Horner being kicked from Red Bull. So that's it. After 20 years, so long and good luck. And then Red Bull Racing saying, I don't recall saying good luck. We're going to give that add that to the words of wisdom. Another Google Maps catch where someone named the corner where Antonelli crashed into Max Verstappen, Kimi Antonelli bowling alley. Hero of race. What else do you want me to say? That's so good. Lewis Hamilton saying, this is the worst weekend of my life. And Ferrari saying, the worst weekend of your life so far. I want to cry, but also I kind of find that meme very funny. Add that to the words of wisdom, I guess. Top team fans this year going through it, and then midfield fans this year just having a grand old time. Good for them, honestly. Good for them. Add that to the words of wisdom. Obviously, I would have liked Ferrari to overall do better, but I did enjoy the fact that we saw so many different midfield teams in the points at different points. Williams on the podium, a Racing Bull on the podium, a Sauber on the podium. Like, I think it's so good that everybody was so close to each other. Because obviously it was still like McLaren with an insanely strong car, but the fact that everybody else kind of was still in the mix was really enjoyable. We have Oscar Piastri, the World Drivers' Championship, and actually he's more interested in the Grill the Grid Championship. To my knowledge, this is extremely accurate. Obviously, I don't actually believe this, but I do find it funny. Add that to the words of wisdom. Charles Leclerc and Lando Norris both about to be hung. First time, and Lando just going, huh? Have a tea break while you're at it. And while I'm crying. Leclerc family trauma bonding. Behind every depressed person is an even more depressed person, and it's Charles Leclerc standing behind Oscar Piastri, and both of them looking very sad. I like the meme, unfortunately, but it's making me sad. So I'm putting it into add that to the words of wisdom, I guess. How to fix Monaco. Just have like a Hot Wheels style jump over the water. Honestly, yeah, I like that. That's an improvement. Do I think it will fix it? No. Will it make it funnier? As long as they have lifeguards on hand? I think so. Hero of race. Oh, this one's good. Nice cat of the week. Jack not answering a question about Drake, I think is what it said. And then naughty cat of the week is Kimi Antonelli admitting to credit card fraud on a podcast. The absolutely unhinged things that Kimi Antonelli and Ollie Behrman have brought to like interviews and podcasts and like general vibes is so good. I enjoy it tremendously. We have the F1 camera. This is a very visual image. I don't want to describe it. It's just very funny. And it's very true. That to the words of wisdom. And next time, please don't do that. 2025 season. This is another McLaren Max Verstappen meme. Is it funny? Yes. Have we seen this already? Yes. We have another candidate for if you talk to me every lap, I'll disconnect the radio. This is just a general Silverstone Grand Prix meme from Community. It's accurate. Add that to the words of wisdom. So we have John Alkin, the Ferrari chairman, say we have drivers who need to focus on driving and talk less. And then we have Alonso, Vettel, and Hamilton staring at him, referencing the fact that all of them went to Ferrari and then didn't win any more championships, and in Vettel's case kind of ended their career there, and Hamilton looks like he's just absolutely going through it. So this is very accurate, and John Alker needs to check himself. We're adding that to the words of wisdom, by the way, if that wasn't clear. We have Isaac Hadjar and Max Verstappen in 2 cars looking at each other. Max Verstappen unimpressed with P3, and then Isaac's best qualifying so far. I don't remember which race this was and where he ended up. That is adorable though, so it's going into add that to the words of wisdom. Alexandra Charles's fiance now, next to him in bed, wondering what he's thinking about, saying he's probably texting other girls, and then Charles lying on his side playing chess with Lewis Hamilton. That's funny. I like that. I think they said they haven't played since they both realised they were using bots to try and beat each other, which is just hilarious. So I'm the hero of race on that one. I'd follow Oscar Piastri to hell and back, but I wished Oscar Piastri would just stop going there. Gonna put that into have a tea break while he had it. While I wasn't that invested, I am sad that it didn't end up working out for him because he did really well. If you can't beat them, join them, and it's the Ferrari outfit for Miami. Have a tea break while you're at it. That's making me cry. And then my last one, best for last, honestly. Someone took a still of Charles Leclerc spraying Max Verstappen in the face with champagne on the podium, and someone put the Power Wash Simulator logo on top of it. And I think that's just very, very funny, and I really enjoy that. So that's also going in I Am the Hero of Race. So yeah, this was my meme tier list. This took so much longer than I anticipated, and I'm so sorry. I hope you enjoyed. If you want to let me know which of the many, many memes I found on my phone you like the best, please do. If you have any other favorites that I didn't find, then please also share, maybe a description. I hope you enjoyed this. I hope this was fun. Congrats to all of us for surviving the season. Congrats to Lando Norris on his first World Drivers' Championship. I hope you all enjoy the winter break and come back fresh and strong, full of hope for the next season. Let's see what the new regulations do. And yeah, I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you later. Bye-bye.